Hi, welcome to my video showing you some samples of CodePen, which I have then placed into my live website. This project is for Blogvention, a cosplaying website. Here are my wireframes, and for this demo, I'm only going to focus on the home page. Three areas to focus within the home page: the main navigation at the top here of the wireframe, the middle content of the page, which is these three sections here, and then the footer at the bottom of the page. So this here on the screen is the wireframe of this. And then if we go into the designs, this is how I've translated the wireframe into design format with, so we see the header at the top with main navigation to the top right-hand side. Again, on the design, we have the header at the top with main navigation to the top right-hand side. We have our three sections, here, here, and here. And then, of course, at the bottom, our footer menu. So, to begin with, at the top, the main navigation. I think I can zoom on this. Oh, maybe not. Oh, here we go. Whoa. Well, anyway, never mind. At the top, we have a black navigation with white text, which I've experimented on CodePen. This is my HTML of all the links. So we have a home, a blog, gallery, tutorials, which I later changed to costume, and links and contact, which I later changed to just be contact. This is the CSS for this HTML, which is just, as you can see, it's just the menu that I'm looking at the top right-hand corner here for this design and wireframe. And then, hey presto, this code brings the main navigation, which, as you could just see on the design, is black background, white text. Simple enough, black background and white text. I then placed this code into my theme files. So this is in my GitHub repository. This is in here, and this is the Blogvention theme with an original name of Blogvention theme. And we just find the menu. It's the footer menu, I'll come to that later. I think I called it main nav on here. Header nav. So the background, there's set to none because the background of the body was black anyway, so I was able to get away with that. And position, so it's top right. And in the live site, we can see here, I added a little bit of color for hovering over the links, and then when you stay on one of the pages, it stays purple, so that the user will know exactly what page they're on from in the menu, should they've forgotten where they've clicked. So we see that from the wireframe, and that's translated to the design into CodePen for a little bit of testing before going live. The next section, the three sections in the middle of the page. So this is from here down to just before the footer begins. These three sections, because they're on a home page, is mainly like feature sections. So each section will have most current, recent, up-to-date blog posts, which will be here. Now, the They're not labelled on the wireframe, but this will be showing all blogs, blogs by month, and archived blogs. The section in the middle in this spotlight are current cosplays, and at the bottom, next appearance, my current convention that I will be attending. In the design, we can see at the top we have blogs. Again, you can't quite see it, and zooming clearly didn't work last time, but it's slightly different. But I went with 3 cards, which you will see in my next tab section in the middle. So current cosplay costumes, and at the bottom, next appearance, my next convention. Played with this in CodePen, and as it is in the design and the wireframe, which is a bit clearer, the top is basically 3 teaser cards which will link into different blogs, whether they're current, archived, or all blogs. So I have called that section blogs. The middle section for current cosplays. In the spotlight, I named this Spotlight, and the bottom, next appearance, is, of course, you can probably guess by now, it's called Appearance. So that's how I knew which of the 3 sections I was working in. In the HTML, so we have the blogs, and then 3 cards as per the wireframe. And in the spotlight, now I had a character 1, character 2, which is the left and the right teaser box. In the live site, I've called these feature 1, feature 2. Not much of a difference, instead of character 1, character 2, because really you don't have to have just characters there. I could have in the spotlight and then a costume I'm making, or in the spotlight and then maybe a featured blog that has acquired a lot of reviews. So that's like at the front on the homepage, so everyone can view this recent blog. So it's a feature 1, feature 2 instead in the live site. And then next appearance, again, is just the bottom appearance block of this 3 block section. In the actual code for the website, again, this is in my GitHub repository. So if I type in, I think, Spotlight, there we go. So we can see there's the blog, the spotlight, and here where I mentioned it's feature 1, feature 2, whereas on CodePen I called it character 1, character 2. But that's translated over in the code, which is now over on the homepage of the live site. We see the blogs, these 3 cards. In the spotlight, so recent cosplays, and at the bottom, next appearance. And if I was to inspect this section, you see again the code of in the spotlight, and the div class spotlight, just like on the CodePen, and the bottom, next appearance, next appearance, and that's how that now looks on live. The only thing to mention there, really, the difference, the bottom is all black background, whereas in live I preferred to actually extend this grading effect, and I did it that way instead. It seemed to look more appealing. I keep getting a warning message, so this will be, so clearly I will be back for part 2 when I will show you the footer.